I seek refuge in God from the outcast Satan, in the name of Allah, who is gracious, merciful. Quran Topics by Tanvir Kazmi, Chapter number 8, Disbelievers, English audio number 16. Al-Rum 30, verse 41. Disaster have spread throughout the land and the sea because of what the people have committed. He thus lets them taste the consequences of some of their works, that they may return. Say, roam the earth and note the consequences for those before you. Most of them were idol worshippers. Al-Rum 30 verse 47. We have sent messengers before you to their people with profound signs. Subsequently, we punish those who transgressed. It is our duty that we grant victory to the believers. Luqman 31 verse 6. Among the people there are those who uphold baseless messages and thus divert others from the path of God without knowledge and take it in vain. These have incurred a shameful punishment. And whenever revelation are recited to one of them, they turn away in arrogance, as if they never heard them, as if their ears are deaf. Promise them a painful punishment. Luqman 31, verse 23. As for those who disbelieve, do not be saddened by their disbelief. To us is their ultimate return. Then we will inform them of everything they had done. Allah is fully aware of the innermost thoughts. Al Sajda 32, verse 9. He shaped him and blew into him from his spirit, and he gave you the hearing, the eyesight, and the brains. Really are you thankful? They wonder, after we vanish into the earth, do we get created anew? Thus, as regards meeting their Lord, they are disbelievers. Say, you will be put to death by the angel in whose charge you are placed, and then to your Lord you will be returned. If only you could see the guilty when they bow down their heads before the Lord. Our Lord, now we have seen and we have heard. Send us back, and we will be righteous. Now we have attained certainty. Had we willed, we could have given every self its guidance, but it is already predetermined that I will fill hell with jinns and the humans all together. Taste the consequences of your forgetting this day. Now we forget you. You have incurred eternal punishment in return for your own works. Al Sajda 32, verse 20. As for the wicked, their destiny is hell. Every time they try to leave it, they will be forced back. They will be told, taste the agony of hell which you used to disbelieve in. We will let them taste the smaller punishment before they incur the greater punishment, that they may reform. Who is more evil than who is reminded of these revelation of his Lord, then insist upon disregarding them? We will certainly punish the guilty. Al Sajda 32, verse 27. Do they not realize that we drive the water to barren land and produce with its crops to feed their livestock as well as themselves? Do they not see their challenge? Where is that victory if you are truthful? Say, the day such a victory comes, believing will not benefit those who did not believe before that, nor will they be given another chance. Therefore, disregard them and wait. They too are waiting. Al Ahzab 33, verse 64. Allah has condemned the disbelievers and has prepared for them hell, but they will live therein. They will find no Lord nor his porter. The day they are thrown into hell, they will say, oh, we wish we obeyed God and obeyed the Messenger. They will also say, our Lord, we have obeyed our masters and leaders, but they led us astray. Our Lord give them double the punishment and curse them a tremendous curse. Sabah 34, verse 3. Those who disbelieve have said, the hour will never come to pass. Say, absolutely, by my Lord, it will most certainly come to you. He is the knower of the future. Not even the equivalent of an atom's weight is hidden from him, be it in the heavens or the earth. Not even smaller than that, nor large as hidden. All are in profound record. Most certainly, He will reward those who believe and lead a righteous life. These have deserved forgiveness and a generous provision. As for those who constantly challenge our revelations, they have incurred a punishment of painful humiliation. Sabbath 34, verse 7. Those who disbelieve have said, let us show you a man who tells you that after you are torn apart, you will be created anew. Sabbath 34, verse 15. Sheba's homeland used to be a marvel with two gardens on the right and the left. Eat from your Lord's provision and be appreciative of Him. Good land and a forgiving Lord. They turned away, and consequently, we poured upon them a disaster flood, and we substituted their two gardens into two gardens of bad tasting fruits, thorny plants, and a skimpy harvest. We thus reward them for their disbelief. Do we not require only the disbelievers? We place between them and the communication, we place between them and the communities that we blessed other oses, and we secure the journey between them. Travel therein days and night in complete security, but they turned unappreciative and challenged. Our Lord, we do not care if you increase the distance of our journeys. They thus wronged their own selves. Consequently, we made them history, and those who are steadfast. Consequently, we made them history and scattered them into small communities throughout the land. This should provide lessons for those who are steadfast, appreciative. Satan found them readily fulfilling his expectations. They followed him, except a few believers. He never had any power over them, but we thus distinguish those who believe in the hereafter from those who are doubtful about it. Your Lord is in full control of all things. Say, implore the idol you have set up beside Allah. They do not possess as much as a single atom in the heavens or on the earth. They possess no partnership therein, nor does He permit them to be His assistants. Intercession will be in vain unless it coincides with His will. When their minds are finally settled down and they ask, what did your Lord say? They will say the truth. He is the Most High, the Most Great. Sabbath 34, verse 31. Those who disbelieve have said, we will not believe in this Quran nor in the previous books. If you could only envision these transgressors when they stand before the Lord, they will argue with one another back and forth. The followers will tell the leaders, if it were not for you, we would have been believers. The leaders will say to those who followed them, are we the ones who diverted you from the guidance after it come to you? No, it is you who were wicked. The followers will say to the leaders, it was you who schemed the night and the day, then commanded us to be unappreciative of God, to set up idols to rank with Him. They will be ridden with remorse when they see the punishment, for we will place shackles around the necks of those who disbelieved. Are they not justly requited for what they did? Every time we sent a warner to community, the leaders of that community said, we reject the message you are sent with. They also said, we are more powerful with what your money, with more money and children, and we will not be punished. Say, my Lord is the one who controls all provisions. He grants the provisions to whomever He wills or reduces them, but most people do not know. It is not your money or your children that bring you closer to us. Only those who believe and lead a righteous life will receive the reward of their works, multiplied manifold. In the living of paradise, they will live in perfect peace. As for those who consistently challenge our revelations, they will live in punishment. Say, my Lord is the one who controls all provisions. He increases the provisions for whomever He chooses from among His servants or reduces them. Anything you spend, He will reward you for it. He is the best provider. On the day when He summons them all, He will say to the angels, "Did these people worship you?" They will answer, "Be you glorified. You are our Lord and Master." Not them. Instead, they were worshipping the jinns. Most of them were believers therein. On that day, you possess no power to help or harm one another. And we will say to the transgressors, "Taste the punishment of the hell that you used to deny." When our proofs were recited to them perfectly clear, they said, "This is simply a man who wants to divert you from the way your parents are worshipping." They also said, "These are fabricated lies." Those who disbelieved also said about the truth that come to them, "This is obviously magic. We did not give them any other books to study, nor did we send to them before you another warner." Those before them disbelieved, and even though they did not see one tenth of we have given to this generation, when they disbelieved my messengers, how severe was my punishment.